Hello, you guys. She Loves God here. This is part two of interesting quotes and beliefs from intelligent atheists. Please see part one. We're going to go on with part two. Interesting quotes and beliefs from atheists. All right. When asked for the origin of life on Earth, Francis Crick, who was a Nobel laureate who co-discovered the structure of the DNA molecule, this is what he said for the origin of life on Earth. And I quote, probably because a spaceship from another planet brought spores to seed the Earth. We think that, aliens on a spaceship, how many thousands of years ago, brought spores to seed the Earth. Then the question would be, who made those aliens on that spaceship? This is Francis Crick, Nobel laureate who co-discovered the structure of the DNA molecule when asked for the origin of life on Earth. Probably because a spaceship from another planet brought spores to seed the Earth. This is what atheists are leaving us with. And I think that Genesis is absurd. All right, this is Carl Sagan. A quote from Carl Sagan. Viewing the whole universe is nothing more than molecules in motion. Basically, he's a materialist. He believes that everything is just made from atoms and molecules. Carl Sagan, he believed that someday an extraterrestrial entity, an alien, would be able to explain us to ourselves and thereby justify the billions of dollars spent on listening in on outer space, watching and waiting for some contact. So basically, maybe like let's say next year, with the alien come down from the sky, and he'll speak in English and he'll tell us in English and Spanish, or he'll tell somebody to translate all other languages. The reason you guys are here, how we made you guys was we made you in the laboratory over there in Mars and brought you guys here, and we're gonna explain to you guys who you are. That's what Carl Sagan believes. Atheist. All right. Anthony Flew, who carried the atheistic flag for decades, now begs off atheism because it simply cannot explain this intelligibility. Some years ago, in a debate between atheism and Christianity, he described a Christian philosopher's experience of knowing Christ as grotesque. Now Anthony Flew is a deist who believes in God as someone who does not interact with humans. So before it was just no God. Now he's saying, okay, God exists. He created us. He gave us mind and reason and truth and message and all these things you can't explain with atoms and materialism. But we believe in God. So deists, they believe in God. They believe in a God who made us and then just left us alone. Very laissez-faire. Just kind of made us and stepped away. Just kind of just made us and stepped away. It doesn't answer prayer, doesn't do miracles, healing, stuff like that. So he's not deist. Here's Richard Dawkins. I believe he's the author of God, the God Delusion, right? Was it bestseller? He says that religion is a mental virus of faith. It's a mental virus. Religion, if you're religious, is a mental virus. But then he also said that religion has been perpetuated, predetermined by birth and ancestry. So religion is a mental virus, a disease, and then it's also determined by birth and ancestry. So he's not really sure what it is. Voltaire, philosopher, said that within 100 years of his day, the Bible would be a forgotten book. I'm not sure how long ago he was. In a strange twist of irony, within a century of his death, one of his homes in France would belong to the Geneva Bible Society and serve as a place where Bibles were printed and distributed. How hilarious is that? He thought the Bible would be a forgotten book, and this is long after his death. And now his own home is where the Bible is being printed and distributed. The Bible's still here, and he's dead. So he obviously was wrong. Sartre, I'm not sure how to pronounce the word, S-A-R-T-R-E, as atheistic intellectual elite know but are embarrassed to acknowledge, denounced atheism on his deathbed as philosophically unlivable. He also said, I do not feel that I am the product of chance, a speck of dust in the universe, but someone who was expected, prepared, prefigured. In short, a being whom only a creator could have put here. And this idea of a creating hand refers to God. So this atheistic intellectual elite, he knew when he was going to die, he couldn't keep believing this lie. And that's what happened with all atheists. They will have to acknowledge on their deathbed that they're believing this This foolish atheistic lie. He believed in God. That's good that he was saved. I hope for you guys. Believe in Christ Jesus as your Savior. Richard Dawkins admits that science has no methods or authority for deciding what is ethical. Yet this is Sam Harris's hero. The same Sam Harris that says the Judeo-Christian God is evil for allowing unethical things to happen to people. The same Sam Harris that said if he had a magical wand with which to eradicate religion or rape, would eradicate religion. So he believes God is evil, but he would allow for babies, men in prisons, women, children to be raped, gang raped, raped in jail, children being raped, and child pornography. He would say if he could stop all that, he wouldn't if he had to decide between religion and rape. Yeah, he says the Judeo-Christian God of the Bible is evil. But yet his hero, Richard Dawkins, said there's no way in science to detect what's evil and what's right and what's wrong. So these are other quotes. This is part 2. Please watch part 1, and part 3 will be reported shortly. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.